Graduating from high school literally feels so weird. It's been a few months already since I graduated, and I still cannot fathom that it happened. Like, when I was there in graduation day, I was on my seat. I was physically there. Like, my body was there. It was facing forward so I could look good in front of the cameras and be respectful. But my brain was somewhere else. It was anywhere but in that convention center. Like, I can't even tell you how fast my mind was racing because of all the things that I was supposed to do after graduation day, because high school has been my life for so long, and now that I'm leaving it, it feels foreign to me. Until now, it still feels foreign, and I'm like not even going to school yet. So, but now, I'm in that era where I'm simply reflecting on everything I've done for the past 14 or so years. And it's safe to say that I've done a lot. I've cried, I've laughed, I've studied, I've hung out with the most amazing people, which I considered an insane support system. And well, I cried again. But most of all, I kept wishing that it was all over. But for some reason, after receiving my diploma and saying, "See you around," or "farewell" to all of my classmates, I sat in the back seat of our family's car with all of those certificates and medals in hand. I like putting mascara because I look put together. But all I wished for was that I could turn back time to relive all of those happy experiences again. Well, not to change the past or to reconsider any of my past actions, but to just feel everything again. Throughout the past few years, I felt like I just talked to people without wanting to build a long-term friendship with them. Of course, the more I talk to them, that friendship attempts to create a lasting spark. I'm glad I tried, or I would have never felt more alone back then. But graduating made me realize that I'll never be the person I am now without those people. And I wish I gave them so much more attention without being a leader academically. I wish I was more emotionally and physically present for these people, because no matter how much I tried, my exhaustion, my burnout, that overpowered all of my positivity back in high school. I wish that these weren't just wishes at some point, because in this lifetime, I could make them come true. Well, someday, I could show them that they meant more than I ever showed back then. So yes, graduating really is weird, but I've grown to accept who I was and build who I am. Just because I closed that chapter of my life doesn't mean that I can't take a little peek at those pages once again and reminisce occasionally. I'm growing, learning, and embracing now, and that's not perfect. In fact, I don't consider any version of myself to be perfect at all. I think that I'm still definitely a work in progress, and there are so many things I could improve on. But I know that with those efforts and with the efforts that I've been putting into my work for the past 14 years, I know that it's enough, and it's not too late at all, nor is it weird to focus on myself.
So I would like to give you guys a little message to tell your younger selves, as I'm about to tell mine right now. Graduation day is the closing of a chapter academically, but it does not mean that you should also leave behind in that chapter your friends, your family, your loved ones, your support system, and just the feeling of love and joy. You shouldn't just leave those feelings behind just because you closed that chapter. Remember that graduation day is just a part of your story, but it's not writing itself. You're the one who's writing that story. And whoever you decide to keep with you, what you decide to keep with you, that is your story to make, and no one's going to judge you for it. You are your biggest inspiration, and you are your biggest supporter, because without you, this story would have never been made. So go out there, make the best damn story you've ever made, and be proud of whatever you put in that story.